It's a move that could keep your student from graduating. Albuquerque Public Schools may start rejecting some of the online courses students take to meet the district's standards. It's a proposal that's getting a lot of criticism, especially from charter schools. News 13's Selena Westervelt has the details in the Newsplex. Selena?
Alex, lots of APS students are turning to charter schools to make up missed credits, and the most convenient way to do that is online. But some APS board members worry the online courses are nothing more than a quick credit.
Football, basketball, cheerleading, APS student athletes are required to keep a 2.5 or higher grade point average. And sometimes they do that by retaking failed courses online. Last year, nearly 400 APS students did that by turning here. Southwest Learning Center is a charter school specializing in online classes.
Virtual classes help students because they allow them to have the flexibility to do the courses at their own pace. On their own time.
Example, Leanne Durree's daughter, a transfer student who's missing APS credits but didn't want to take summer school.
This was an alternative. She's an athlete, so she wanted to play basketball next summer, so this was a way that she could make up that credit and still graduate with her class.
But a new proposal could mean her online credits won't count. APS school board members and Superintendent Winston Brooks wants the district to review standards of online classes. Their proposal states credits would only be accepted from APS-approved schools or districts. Curriculum can be reviewed by an APS committee. Students must enroll in a course before the second semester of their senior year, and they might have to pass an additional APS test to prove they learned the material. Standards some online teachers consider silly.
The directives are they're sort of arbitrary. They seem to be sort of random. There's not a lot of specifics. There's no definition of what a reasonably available course is or what reasonable amount of time is.
And something this parent says would only hold students back.
I think that in taking these options away from kids, I think that we're going to see a tremendous amount of students in the Albuquerque area not graduating or not graduating on time.
Now, the proposal follows an incident last year where an APS student paid $200 for an online course. He needed that course, of course, to graduate, and the student was logged in for only 56 hours in one single weekend, and he received a C, making him able to graduate. Alex, back to you.
Okay, Selena, the school board is expected to vote on the proposal at their next committee meeting on Tuesday.